The world has a lot of problems. Here, I try solving them using Jesus firstly. The phrase, the gospel, is tossed around a lot these days, but what does it actually mean and where did it come from? Instead of wasting time on opinion, let's go straight to the original source document where the word comes from. 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel, which I preached unto you, which also ye have received, and wherein ye stand, by which also ye are saved, if ye keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless you have believed in vain. For I delivered unto you first of all that which I also received, how that Christ died for our sins according to the Scriptures, and that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the Scriptures. Now we know what the gospel is, but what does it mean? Jesus suffered and died for our evil deeds to purchase the right to bring us to God. This is reaffirmed in 1 Peter 3:18. For Christ also hath once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit. Number 2. After 3 days, Jesus rose from the dead, demonstrating to us that his word was true and that he did indeed have power over life and death. This is confirmed again in John 2:19 through 21. Jesus answered and said unto them, Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. Then said the Jews, 46 years was this temple in building, and wilt thou rear it up in 3 days? But he spake of the temple of his body. Now we know what the gospel is and what it means. But, as if going to heaven when we deserve to go to hell wasn't enough, it turns out there's actually more. Thanks to our knowledge of the resurrection, death has lost its sting. Nobody can use the fear of death to intimidate a believer. And thanks to forgiveness, a person's mistakes or failures have no power over the believer because Christ's forgiveness enables us to forgive ourselves. The gospel is foolishness to those who perish, but the power of salvation to those who believe.